If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. The beauty in the scent of roses can be used as a medicine and the sun rays as a food. Be alone, that is the secret of invention. Be alone, that is when ideas are born. A new idea must not be judged by its immediate results. Antisocial behavior is a trait of intelligence in a world full of conformists. I don't care that they stole my idea. I care that they don't have any of their own. Of all the frictional resistances, the one that most retards human movement is ignorance. Our senses enable us to perceive only a minute portion of the outside world. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. We all make mistakes, and it is better to make them before we begin. Of all the frictional resistances, the one that most retards human movement is ignorance. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. It will soon be possible to transmit wireless messages around the world so simply that any individual can carry and operate his own apparatus. Peace can only come as a natural consequence of universal enlightenment. Every effort under compulsion demands a sacrifice of energy. I never paid such a price. Our entire biological system, the brain, and the earth itself, work on the same frequencies. The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. Electric power is everywhere present in unlimited quantities and can drive the world's machinery without the need of coal, oil, gas, or any other of the common fuels. Originality thrives in seclusion free of outside influences. Each day we go to our work in the hope of discovering. All matter comes from a primary substance, the luminiferous ether. Crystals are living beings at the beginning of creation. In the 21st century, the robot will take the place which slave labor occupied in ancient civilization. Is nature a giant cat? If so, who strokes its back? Though free to think and act, we are held together, like the stars in the firmament, with ties inseparable. These ties cannot be seen, but we can feel them. I do not think you can name many great inventions that have been made by married men. The Buddhist expresses it in one way, the Christian in another, but both say the same. We are all one. No free energy device will ever be allowed to reach the market. But instinct is something which transcends knowledge. We have, undoubtedly, certain finer fibers that enable us to perceive truths when logical deduction, or any other willful effort of the brain, is futile. Woman will ignore precedent and startle civilization with their progress. Throughout the infinite, the forces are in a perfect balance, and hence the energy of a single thought may determine the motion of a universe. You may live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. It's not the love you make. It's the love you give. My wireless transmitter does not use Hertzian waves, which are a grievous myth, but sound waves in the ether. In a crystal, we have clear evidence of the existence of a formative life principle, and though we cannot understand the life of a crystal, it is nonetheless a living being. Science is but a perversion of itself, unless it has as its ultimate goal the betterment of humanity. My mother understood human nature better and never chided. She knew that a man cannot be saved from his own foolishness or vice by someone else's efforts or protests, but only by the use of his own will. Marconi is a good fellow. Let him continue. He is using 17 of my patents. I am trying to awake the energy contained in the air. These are the main sources of energy. What is considered as empty space is just a manifestation of matter that is not awakened. Invention is the most important product of man's creative brain. The ultimate purpose is the complete mastery of mind over the material world, the harnessing of human nature to human needs. The opinion of the world does not affect me. I have placed as the real values in my life what follows when I am dead. Today's scientists have substituted mathematics for experiments, and they wander off through equation after equation, and eventually build a structure which has no relation to reality. Within a few years, a simple and inexpensive device, readily carried about, will enable one to receive on land or see the principal news, to hear a speech, a lecture, a song or play of a musical instrument, conveyed from any other region of the globe. All that was great in the past was ridiculed, condemned, combated, suppressed, only to emerge all the more powerfully, all the more triumphantly from the struggle. I am even grateful to Einstein and others because through their erroneous theories they lead mankind away from that dangerous path I followed. My belief is firm in a law of compensation. The true rewards are ever in proportion to the labor and sacrifices made. A century from now it will no more occur to a normal person to mate with a person eugenically unfit than to marry a habitual criminal. Let the future tell the truth and evaluate each one according to his work and accomplishments. The present is theirs, the future, for which I really worked, is mine. There is no energy in matter other than that received from the environment. Great moments are born great opportunity. The entire earth will be converted into a huge brain. Nature may reach the same result in many ways. One day man will connect his apparatus to the very real work of the universe, the very forces that motivate the planets in their orbits and cause them to rotate will rotate his own machinery. There is no subject more captivating, more worthy of study than nature. To understand this great mechanism, to discover the forces which are active, and the laws which govern them, is the highest aim of the intellect of man.